Katie, Naomi, Show. Hello, hello.
Hi, babe.
And this is Dante, our amazing director.
Hello.
Oh, so much water. Fabulous.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, this is very
Hi.
panel. Hi.
I know. Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's funny. Us sitting in a straight line.
I know. we're gonna get through. We'll figure it out.
Calm down.
Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for being here and watching these videos with us. And thank you, Justin and Dante, for playing such a huge role in making these videos.
It's been an honor.
It's been a pleasure.
I mean, I think the craziest thing I just want to start by saying is I've known you all for like 10 years.
Shockingly, yes.
And I've known you professionally and as a fan, and so it's so amazing to have worked on this project with all of you.
I know, it's so cute.
You
Do y'all
killed
know
it.
this lore?
Yeah,
it's
you,
like
you tell the story.
Well, I'm just wondering. I'm like, these are y'all are pretty big Muna fans, right?
Yeah, I think to come to a video music premiere, definitely.
Video music. What
Whatever,
is that?
Video music premiere.
Did you just make that up? Quick.
No, but I think-
Copyright that so that we can figure out how to make that a reality.
I think Spotify did the math to like figure
Video
out
music?
like
Combined? Anyway, sorry.
I'm just saying like I wonder if there might be people in here who know the lore, but Justin wrote like the first ever blog post about Muna in like was it fucking
The
2014?
1800s.
Was it
Yeah,
for
maybe 2013,
Bullet?
2014. Yeah,
It was
for a
for
magazine
Bullet
that no longer
magazine.
exists.
Bullet.
This is when
Katie
blogs
slid
were a
into
thing.
my Facebook,
Facebook
messaging.
DMs, yeah.
Facebook DMs.
It was like literally like my last shot in the dark. Like I was like, well, the song like comes out like tomorrow and no one said yes to this, so I'm just gonna go with stalker mode and
it worked,
and
and
it
here we
did
are
work.
now.
Yeah, and here
worked.
we are now.
So cute.
Yeah.
Well, I think I think where we should start, because we've been talking about this for like many months, and you all have been working on the music for obviously much longer. I think what's amazing is you sort of arrived with a goal of what you wanted this to look and feel like, and references and sort of a shift from previous Muna eras. And maybe let's start by talking about what you kind of were envisioning for this cycle.
I mean, I think it kind of reflects something that we were after in the music too. I think the visual language of the band has often been kind of like far-reaching, and like especially with last cycle, I feel like the videos obviously like are incredible and look amazing, but they live in slightly different like worlds. They are like they're their own kind of contained like experiences. Obviously, like Silk Chiffon is a parody or a play on But I'm a Cheerleader, and yeah, they all have like slightly different sort of like conceptual frameworks. And I think this cycle we wanted it to feel a bit more kind of
Are you trying to think of a
curated
word?
and contained.
Yeah.
And we were also hoping to do that with the album, with the music too. I think the last record we wanted to show what we can do as a band, and we can do many different things and make many different types of songs and take you for, you know, a left turn. One song will go into the next song and they're totally different energies, or they have totally different lyrics. And I think with this
Almost
record,
all the songs have totally different lyrics from each other. You might have noticed that as for us as a band.
you are on watch with me.
You
Let
started
me
it up here,
Let
I
me
would say.
finish.
The original victim.
I know.
And you need to remember that.
Yeah.
You and I have an understanding, though. It's different. Yeah.
is
Anyway,
true.
the music. We were wanting to do that with the record too, and I think hopefully we have. But yeah.
I feel like you always have the best idea of like, I'm trying to give them a compliment now.
It's working.
I think you're really good at what
Best
you do,
idea.
and
So
you
good
would
at
forgive
everything
me.
you
Is what she's saying.
Well, but I feel like you have the best idea of like visual references and the visual. Are you trying to duck so I can look at them?
Just something's
Yeah,
weird about this.
totally.
It's the line stuff.
I'm trying to think of like, honestly, like I'm just like on Pinterest. I'm like, that
Yeah,
is where
you
I'm
gotta
doing-
Who among
be
us?
mood boarding.
Yeah, like they're in the studio and we're working on stuff, and at a certain point, I am going on Pinterest.
well, totally.
but we wanted the world to be like very highly saturated. I think that there was a sense of like, with a lot of these songs, it's like I wanted it to be like at the apex of like whatever emotion the song is depicting. So it was like either like a moment of like crisis or like the rock bottom, whatever it is. Like I was like, I'm just interested in, I feel like pop music should happen in those moments. And so I think that that works with it, like a world that feels like super saturated. And then that, I think you brought this idea of like the red room to the table, like the first time that we talked. It's like also so wonderful to find a creative director who like, you know, I think we're actually used to, I'm gonna talk some shit. I think historically we're a little bit used to, because we have a creative vision. A lot of times when we work with other people, they'll be like, I actually just love your idea. Let's just do what you do. It's like, but what is amazing to find is somebody.
It's like, no, our idea is bad.
No,
Tell us another one.
We're like, that's what we came up with in like the 5 extra
We're
minutes that we had
scared.
from not making the album. So if you actually could like take what we're doing and try to like elevate it and like expand upon that, like when you find people like that, it's such a treasure. And then I feel like you also like sourced other people like that.
Yeah.
Like Dante.
Yeah, I think at the beginning what I caught is like the desire to make something that was like felt emotional, and like what does that look like as a visual, you know? And we talked about kind of abandoning things that felt too pop, but also like what does it look like for something to be emotional and punk and sort of DIY but still sort of exist in a pop language,
Yeah.
and kind of find that balance.
Which was, it's kind of funny thinking about how one of the like moments of not drama, but like one of the things we had to figure out with the Dancing on the Wall edit is like when we got back the first edit, and it was like we actually kind of look like soap opera character. Like I was like, we actually are really playing emotional, like really intensely in this way that
Nonstop.
Yeah.
we were like, we actually hit it maybe a bit too hard.
But I think like where we landed in the end, well, what I will
Great.
say is watching you all like film that was so incredible, because obviously again as a fan and having watched your career, like I felt like you unlocked individually these like different parts of yourself that I don't know if you had explored previously. I certainly hadn't seen it before.
yeah,
And so I think
definitely
it was kind of like we were talking about, it's almost like character building. There was like characters inside of that, but it's almost like dramatic versions of you. Like it's like there's reality and there's just a slight step above that's like a little bit overly dramatic that I think worked.
Yes.
100%.
But to give you some more context on Dante, who's amazing, Dante's like, and you can talk about yourself as well, Dante, like really brought in this very DIY, like actually punk, like looking at things through a totally different lens that I think actually made the like filming process match our references in terms of that process.
Yeah. If you guys would have seen the level of cool in terms of everybody on set.
They
when
all look
we-
so awesome.
I remember walking in, well, number one, we feel so old. But like around everyone, we're like, are these people from the 70s? Like,
It was so cool. Everyone in the crew is so awesome and
Yeah, I mean,
also
it-
really talented.
very
yeah,
talented.
it was a perfect marriage. I think like Justin and the band and just how everything came together. I mean, we've been shooting on 16 millimeter for a super long time, so it's just what we're into and doing things really ragtag and DIY and everything. And so, you know, I think it's on the screen.
It was ragtag in
Yeah.
some cases, like us literally downtown, little like few lights. Like the So What video is very like DIY and a cool like actual.
Well,
like,
the craziest moment, you'll see it in the So What video when the speaker blows up. That was like an actual explosion. So we had said we were gonna light the speaker on fire. That was the idea. I had no idea it would actually explode, because I think the parabolic speaker, there's some sort of principle in there where it leads to an explosion, and like a 10-foot fireball, a 10-foot fireball came out and put diesel fuel all over the lens. And so we had to, you know, whatever, rub that out and return it was a rental. We were freaked out.
my
But and actually the cameraman, his eyebrows were singed.
No.
But maybe I shouldn't be saying that, because that was not sanctioned. That was my own shoot, and we just used the footage in the video after the fact. For the record, it was not.
was
It's
worth
true. You
it.
sent us, which was really, really sweet. Like because it was late and it was cold, and we said we want to go home.
We said we need to go
Gotta
home.
go.
We did the So What and Wanna Be Her videos 2 days back to back, the same day as
Yeah.
the fan event. So we were like, yeah.
And the same day that Dancing on the Wall came out.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah. So what was
Wow.
I think I lost all memory.
What an absolutely insane experience.
But you guys put a lot of like extra effort and extra time into filming to like make stuff really beautiful, and that's also the case for Eastside Girls. I don't know the run of show. Are we talking about Eastside Girls after? No,
We're talking about everything now.
we're talking about everything now. So that was also
Oh.
the case for Eastside Girls, is that like y'all did a bunch of like pre-shooting so that we could kind of have this illusion in the video. We shot Eastside Girls like in a studio, but like they shot all these amazing like plates of the city.
Yeah, it's rear projection. So like in old movies, when somebody's driving a car, you project like the street in the backdrop. So we were just driving through like down Sunset Boulevard, and I was in the back of a pickup truck just filming traffic. Yeah, I mean, you just have to do that to make something good. You want to get everything done in a day, but you really want it to be special, and you just have to, carve out the time to do that.
Is there a moment that you all are like, okay, that I look incredible, and I feel like this was such a special filming moment? Because there are so many frames where you're like, oh my god, this is so.
I think that about you guys. I don't want to look at.
Everyone is
myself.
always like, Joe's so sexy.
I
so
think that's
sexy.
Thank you.
I think Naomi, when the rain's going on,
Yeah.
on Naomi, and Naomi looks like Bruce Lee.
I know. I mean, I think that's the most iconic.
It's the most iconic
Most
moment.
iconic.
The whole campaign.
It's like
yeah.
Naomi learned karate. What is Bruce Lee?
I don't know, my friend. I don't know. But I do think that is one of the biggest struggles of like making music videos, and I think anyone else here that's an artist probably understands this struggle of like. And I've heard that it's true that a lot of artists, when we're editing, and also shout out Jake Schwartz, who's our editor, who I keep looking
Yes,
right
big
at,
shout out
Hi,
Jake
Jake.
Schwartz.
editing Soulmate. And I have heard that it's a thing with a lot of artists where it's like they'll force an edit that's not actually the best edit for a video, just because they need their face to look a certain way, like throughout. And like I totally understand that, because can feel really hard to.
You can go to a place of ultra
Yes.
turbo mental illness.
It's not a good place.
When you look at your face too much.
Turbo
it
mode, yeah,
can
yeah.
go turbo mode.
And you
for
can just
sure.
like all you can see is like any imperfection in your face, and so it's also like this process of humility of like.
Cup.
Jesus Christ.
No, you're okay. You're good. You're good. Yeah, it's just like you have to get over yourself in that way,
You have to go beyond turbo.
and you have to trust other people and trust your
You have
community.
to go hyper.
A lot of trust, and I think a lot of vulnerability
Yeah.
that you all like totally leaned into in such an impressive, inspiring way. Like I think obviously the rain moment, Naomi, that was like so iconic, and like we all watching it real time, we were like, that was really special.
Yeah.
But then I think about also like dancing, like
Yeah,
your
Katie
dancing.
Totally.
threw it down.
Yeah.
By threw it, I
And
mean
I
the
really
butt.
I mean, like that at the time, I was like, because it was something I wanted to do, and then
So
when
hard.
it actually came time to do it, and it's like, also when you're shooting with film, it's like there's takes that they're rehearsing, but you're not actually getting footage of it, and then there's like time that's like go time, and the film is expensive, so there's like this heightened pressure, and I was just like making up dance moves.
You were, but that's why it was so major.
But
But
you've
then
been
I-
training for months, actually.
I-
Lyrical
mean,
modern mama.
Yeah, in a way, but wait, is Kelsey here? Yeah. I'm like, hi, baby. Oh my
Kelsey.
God. So Kelsey is our amazing friend who, first of all, in the Eastside Girls music video, and also did like movement direction
Yeah.
with us for Dancing on the Wall, which I really needed. Thank
Yeah.
you, baby. And sometimes, like, I mean, I find this also with like voice lessons. Like, every person who helps me with my art is also just a therapist, where it's like, because they end up just having to help you like center yourself and not get in your own way when it's like time to serve.
But I remember, yeah, yes, correct. I remember when we were like just going to the studio and dance to the song a bunch of times and just record it.
Yeah.
And then you sent that footage to me, just like of you in the studio, and I remember being like listen, like watching it with the song, and it was so powerful. Like it really could have. Obviously, the video was amazing. It could have been the whole video, which we actually did do a version of that for.
Yeah, we did.
The like
lyric
video.
video? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we made so many things. But that was like, it felt like a big unlock and was like super inspiring to see. And you're such an amazing dancer, like instinctive dancer.
That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you.
And then I think, Joe, I wonder what you think the moments are, but I think it's just like watching you grow in confidence, like, and in a way that is like so beyond obvious to everyone else, but kind of like watching you lock in such a major way was really cool to watch.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think you just serve face.
I like the way Joe says
think-
there's a couple of major Mog moments.
I
from
think
Joe.
I really think I just like shouldn't ever lip sync.
No,
Just
I liked
Mog.
I'm actually dead serious.
You know what's really funny to see is the way that when you have your guitar, it kind of like shifts everything.
Because
for
guess
you.
what? I'm a musician.
And that is so tea.
You know what I mean?
Emotional
Like,
support guitar.
Yeah, it's just also I'm like, God, what the fuck am I gonna do?
But there's like a lip syncing moment in Wanna Be Here when you have your guitar and you're like jumping and it's like you have this kind of like devilish look on your face.
Yeah, I
and
got
I'm
the
like,
devil in
that's
me.
that's Josette on stage. Like,
There's
yeah.
yeah.
I honestly do like seeing that in music videos, and I think it's a balance that we're constantly having to.
Well, yeah, it can't be
walk.
too silly.
Yeah, but it also can't be too Mog.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Of course.
Really had to find the balance.
Of course.
have to
Constantly.
strike the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is important to talk about, like all these videos are very much so grounded in LA in a big way, and that's like a big part of this album. Obviously, where we are in Eastside Girls. Maybe you could talk a little bit about like why that was important to really kind of double down.
I'm kind of like, when did we decide? Like, we also just decided that we wanted the record to be very time and place, but then we got like a bunch of like, when did we get those books? And I bought that like weird poster and stuff.
Yeah.
Why did we decide? When did we decide that?
I don't know, but I do think it's helpful, and that was another part of building the visual world too. Is I like the physical material.
Yeah, we'll
like-
get books and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think there's something, and this is actually a cool reason why we're doing this at Vidiots. Is like a lot of my research for visuals for the album happened like in the public libraries and also in why did my brain just stop working? In like bookstore. Like there's a bookstore in Ojai that I got a lot of art books at, and then I went
Was
to
it Bart's?
Yeah, Bart's, and then the last bookstore
Great one.
downtown where I got that
Spooky.
Also
Catherine
great.
Opie book of like we had all these pictures of like there's pictures that Catherine Opie took of the LA freeways that like kind of just feel very like, to me it looks sexual. I don't know if that was the intention, but I think like it was so cool to see a lesbian photographer that portrayed this kind of like very like masculine like system or thing that's like obviously like associated with masculinity and like the development of industry, like to see it portrayed in this way that was like so yeah, like evocative and emotional. And so why are you laughing?
I'm just
I'm
thinking
I'm
about-
thinking so much.
No, I'm just thinking about like those videos of the people who marry like the roller coaster.
Oh yeah. I'm like, so that's kind of how I fell in love with
It was so sad.
Freeway, and a lot of the record is about her. Can you imagine? No, but I think we also did realize in like, there's so many like returns to our first album, and it's kind of impossible to ignore the fact that we've been a band for a long time now, even though we might try to obscure that fact for various reasons. But it's like, I think we had conversations that were like, it's fine for us actually to say like, we as a band are representative of this like very micro niche culture and this basically like this group of neighborhoods and like the niche lesbian culture within those neighborhoods. Like, and we were interested in the like locality of that.
It was kind of, to an extent, like it's like not a desire to make a concept album, but like
We
the
have the
idea to
desire.
have some kind of, we always want to make a concept album, we just like never do. But I think this one
Someday.
is, in a sense, like the framework, the album, like Joe was saying, you know, is, you know, hopefully, like for us it is, and hopefully for the listener, that picture is painted as well, like in a time and place. It's like, you know, we wanted to make something, I've said this over and over again, and I'm going to keep saying it, but we wanted to make something that didn't feel escapist and didn't feel like it was full blown, like existing in like a fantasy world. We wanted it to be grounded in the here and now as we experience it, like everything, including, you know, the fun stuff, the funny stuff, and the horrible shit, like all happening at the same time, because that is just how we experience life. And so, yeah, I think LA was the fourth character in the making of the album in that sense. Les in the city or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, one thing we talked about a lot is like making visuals that look like band visuals, and kind of like reinforcing that. And naturally, I think we did come back to the first album. Like I remember when we were on doing So What in the Flower District, we were kind of like, this literally looks and feels like the first album.
We literally, where we were filming, we definitely one time
did a photo
picked up-
shoot.
Yeah, and we also picked up. Remember, we got all those flowers with Brian,
Mic stands.
Brian's cousin. Yeah. It definitely was a return to almost places that we've been. Some could say they were. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something, I mean, yeah, even the video that we did for Winter Break was us just like driving around LA, and the part where Katie's standing on the car is in the Target parking lot.
the
like,
Eagle
just
Rock Target.
down the
My God,
street.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was also all out of necessity.
Yeah,
Because it started raining when we were filming that. It was a run and gun video, and it started raining while we were filming it, and the Target parking lot was the only place that we could like find that was covered. So I said, I got this.
Now we make fake rain.
Now we make fake rain.
That was awesome.
Which I remember you guys talking about the rain machine. I'm like, what is it? It's like two guys
Hoses.
holding
It was a hose. It was a
holding
hose.
hoses.
It's two guys with hoses being like, "Do you want me to spray you first because it's really cold?"
But to
I
be
did
honest,
love them.
And you're
I love
like,
it.
"Yeah, give us a spray."
I do kind of love that, like, no matter
were
what,
awesome.
it's like we have become so much more successful as a band, and
You'll always be
still, to
humbled.
make a great music video, you're not going to be comfortable. Like,
No.
you have to kind
Oh
of
my God.
put yourself out in this way. Yeah, I do
And
feel-
neither are the people working on it.
No, I really feel like film people specifically are like masochistic, but
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But, you know, it's good if everyone else feels a bit that way too and can participate. And, I mean, yeah, everyone just killed it.
Yeah.
The rain scene was also the last thing we did, and we did so many scenes. Like that was after. Wait, you danced the first?
Dance was
We
the
did.
first
Well,
Yeah,
we also
okay.
did the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But the rain scene was the last thing, and
Yeah,
so it was
that was
really
a
like
wrap.
lock in.
I know.
And it was
be
it was
over.
cold too because you know our team, it's like you're very specific and particular, and oh, the light's not right, you know, oh, we have to get the lighting right, and it shows up on screen. But in that situation especially, it's like, oh, we have to wait 10 minutes and you guys are freezing, you know.
Yeah, but it is what it is, and it's like we've been through it before, and I think something that we all, again, that's like the dream is if you're with other people that are committed to, like, you just want to make something as good as it can be, you know.
We're kind of down because we've had to do so many horrible
Yeah.
things for no reason.
100%. Yeah, for no benefit to us
benefit
at all.
or reason at all.
Yeah.
Or just a benefit that ends up obviously not existing on the other side of it. Yeah. Pedapalooza.
Oh, yeah,
For
shrimp
those who know the
cocktail.
lore.
So Eastside Girls is sort of the final single with album coming out, which is what, this Friday?
It's so crazy.
Cowabunga.
So soon.
why land on that single? Like, why does that feel like an important place?
So,
LA is kind of the
like a character in the story of the album. Literally, it's just like how when you pick singles, it's like, okay, the first one and the last one are important.
it's also-
they have to be the big bangers.
I think we
It's how you feel about it. Though.
Yeah,
Dancing on the Wall felt like it encapsulated the mood the most.
yeah.
And then Eastside Girls just is like absolute, like it carries euphoria in a way that not maybe other tracks on the record do, you know?
I
So
don't
you gotta
know
hit it.
though. I found it really hard to choose singles, to be honest, and that was part of why we did.
We
the,
knew
like,
though.
Yeah,
We did.
that was
Well,
a
maybe
no-brainer.
you and I, maybe.
Well,
yeah.
also Eastside
Yeah, I
Girls
think
was
I let you guys just make the final decision. in that
Eastside Girls
way.
was kind of the first song. Maybe So What came before this just by a little bit, but it
Yeah.
was the first song that we felt like really
Banger town.
strongly
Yeah.
about, like, we're back, baby, yes.
Well, that we could still. So What also took a few iterations. To
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to
That
where
one like grew with time. But yeah, Eastside Girls was one of those ones where like you make a few tweaks on a demo and then it's just instantly a song that you have total faith. Like those are the ones that finish themselves in a way. And so yeah.
I also think that, like, you know, back to this balance that has to be stricken between, like, being silly and mogging. There's also, like,
Yeah, we had to
a
be
Silly
fun.
mog.
like Eastside Girls, to me, it's like there's part of the song that's like feels very beautiful and like, and there's real like love in that song. It's like for our people, and it also is like kind of tongue in cheek and kind of stupid, and we want it to be that way. And I think that feels like just super Muna.
Yeah, it's part of the story.
And I like that when we like got the final cut of the music video, I was like, this is like the lightest and kind of silliest video. Like I like that we started in this like almost like over dramatic like space of dancing on the wall, which is also very true to my life experience, and then kind of ended in this like something that feels a little bit more like a celebration. for
Yeah,
people.
I mean, it kind of speaks to the dilemma of the band, or the dilemma of making art, but also being a person who doesn't want to be serious all the time. And I feel like we've gotten like when we first started, we played a show in New York. Like we were opening up for
I don't remember.
I
the
don't know,
name.
I don't know. But like we like
Shout out to that.
shout out to
band,
them.
though.
And
Sorry
like,
to this man.
and like we made all these like visuals, and like we had a projector, and like we didn't speak in between, and like there were like quotes like on the like
No,
visuals.
in the tracks.
Oh, in the tracks. Like
Yeah.
we were like we
Inaudible.
put so much work in, and it was so serious.
we
and
were
then,
in
like,
college mode.
Yeah, we were like we were figuring out like what makes a good show and who we are, but like we got like a really bad review, and it was
did?
yes, you don't remember
This is a canon event for Joe.
I blocked it out.
yeah, but no, we got a bad review, and they were like it was boring, and I don't know. It's like you just have to. You can't. I mean,
That's when the devil burst forth out
that's
of
on the
Joe's
devil. That's on the devil
I
came.
said, boring? Never again. You will have something to watch if I'm on stage.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also, it's just like we're not just like serious people who just work together. There's like friendship and life, and like you know, we want to be able to capture the many facets of like what we are, and so we're starting in a place that's maybe more serious, but ending in a place that also shows like you know, we like to have a good time.
I like to have a good time.
Nice because you start sort of like alone and you like end up with all your friends.
Yeah, you end up with friends.
That's cute.
Really sweet. It's like a nice sort of celebration at the end of all the emotional
Totally.
turmoil.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's sweet
Definitely.
to watch it like with y'all. So thank you for being here.
Are we doing questions?
I was gonna say, we're doing audience
Do we have
questions.
time? I would
how
love
much-
to.
Let's do
Megan trying
some.
to communicate. Okay.
Couple? Okay.
Everyone's very polite. Go ahead.
So you were talking about like the previous albums and like creating a visual and everything. I noticed in the Dancing on the Wall video, the pickup truck,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that is a callback to previous music videos.
So
the green
wait,
car.
the green car.
It replaced
okay.
the green car, kind of.
Oh, there's a pickup truck. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the first album.
I wish I could
That's a very
be.
deep cut.
I wish we could say it really was.
I think cars definitely,
cars
play a role, and that truck was just kind of
we
perfect.
like cars.
We like cool car.
I'll tell you truthfully, like you use, especially in the early days, but also for this video, I don't know how you guys got that truck or whose truck that was.
It was our
That's
line
Quentin's,
producers.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quentin.
But like,
His car.
Okay, so
use
yeah,
what you
you
can.
use whoever's car
Yeah.
is connected to the video.
But it was
yeah, whoever
it
has.
was,
Yeah, their
it's
car's
a
getting put
competition.
in.
it was red. It was
Yeah,
like
red.
there
I
was
mean,
so
it was
many things that
perfect.
just like worked out perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, red car.
Go ahead.
Make any person an honorary Eastside girl who's not a girl from the Eastside.
Ooh.
That's so cute.
To me, it's just anybody could be it. It's just
All
like
the
a attitude.
you know any gender. We'll expand it to gender neutral. Maybe that. I don't know.
I like who are people?
That like this week, like today,
I don't know.
based on the Met Gala looks that you've seen so far, who do you think?
Oh, can't even. I don't know. That's a hard question. I feel like you. It's hard to say.
I don't know any person.
Who is anyone?
I turned my mic off. I
I
turned
mean,
it back on.
it's one of those things where it's like once I get started, I probably won't be able to stop. But I'm gonna give you a very lesbian answer, which is that I think Octavia Butler was an East Side girl.
Octavia Butler lived in Altadena.
Yeah,
Is it, I think
so-
is it Pasadena or Altadena?
Let's go.
Altadena.
Not even honorary, just like shout out.
Just actual.
Yeah, actual.
Actual factual.
Giving it up.
mother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a wet. Yeah, the chart. We'll talk about the chart
Yeah,
at another
the chart.
event. You raised your hand. Yeah, go for it. Boom.
Oh, Hera.
Boom. Trying to not look ugly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, finish.
I think the shift from last album to this album, that it's hard not to just like be reacting to whatever about the last cycle or the last album was like proving challenging for some reason. I think for us, last album cycle, we had these kind of like, I don't know, the idea that like each one of us has a completely different and maybe like ultra contemporary kind of look, and that we all look like different like cartoon characters in maybe even different animated series. And we had, I think this cycle we wanted clothes that we could actually really rinse and repeat in our real lives. And
Yeah.
we love to buy vintage. So, going for somewhat of a late 20th century kind of rock, like leather thing is always a pretty good place to start. Like it's never a bad idea to have a cool leather jacket or pair of leather pants that you just wear over and over
really
again. It makes your
exposed right
life
now.
easy.
I will say it's also very resource dependent. Like,
Yeah.
You know, when we first started, like even when we got signed to Phoebe's label, like we just got given some random clothes by Big Bud Press, and we were like,
Shout out.
You put them on.
we just put them on.
They were like, here you go. We were like,
you know,
okay.
you just figure it out. You know,
It's also helpful to have like, over time you get like stylists involved. Because there are 3 of us, it is just like we can't get out of our bodies and all see ourselves. So it's helpful to have other people weighing in.
make it work together.
Yeah.
But also, sorry.
Also,
One more
We'll get
thing.
to you, don't worry.
I saw somebody say that they wanted, how we have this shirt that says like Muna made me gay. Somebody wanted a shirt that said like Naomi transed my gender.
That's awesome. I'm gonna sell that on my own web store.
Yeah, you should.
yeah, you should start.
I'm gonna open a separate web store for that shirt.
But I do think it's like fab to see how it's like people's, hair is such like a potent thing for people's gender expression, and
A good haircut will really change your
I
fucking
really
life.
need a fucking haircut.
anyway, yes, please.
Sorry, it's kind of silly. Do you have any advice for lesbian dating in LA? Because
I knew you were gonna ask this. I
At Kate's show.
yes,
Kate's show.
I remember this.
She was like, oh, you'll get at least like 4 to 6 lesbians in your DMs. You guys, I got 0 messages.
Well,
Lesbians
I
be
think-
scared.
Can you tell Kate not to post? So okay, for context. Okay. But I
Let-
feel like energetically, I'm gonna hold your hand. I feel like energetically. Okay, so this is the backstory. Tell me your name one more time. Okay, so Quincy came to Kate Berlant's Largo show and came on stage and answered some questions for like a lesbian dating situation. But I do feel that, and this may sound woo woo, but energetically, your heart was not open.
We gotta run it back and post it again. We gotta do a new
And
series.
like this is a thing that I found. It's hard sometimes. It feels like you're waiting forever, but it's like you have to like trust in the universe that it's like sometimes it's just not the right time, you know. But let me see if I can actually give you
Also, you know
something
what?
practical to hold on to here.
The algorithm is pretty messed up.
oh right, totally.
The algorithm's pretty messed
Are
up.
you on apps? No.
Started making my hinge, but then I got scared. So it's like half.
See this is, but that's why people don't slide in.
Dang.
They said it. They start doing it, and then they're typing, and then they're like, I'm scared. We're good. Yeah, finish the hinge. I think good shit will happen if you finish the hinge.
Yeah. Finish your Hinge profile. Finish it. Finish the profile.
Yeah, finish it.
How do people do it?
You just gotta humble yourself. You just gotta.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's hard, honestly.
I can't imagine.
You
Also,
were on
like,
the apps once
I
upon a
was
time.
for like a day.
Yeah.
I did
Like,
horrible on the
back,
apps.
like,
if it's any
100 years.
consolation to anyone in the room.
I will say LA, I think like kind of sucks for apps a little bit. Like the experience is not great, but.
I am traveling to New York for the shows also.
Okay, so now we have a deadline for the Hinge. Yeah.
Is Tinder
I,
still
I
on?
believe.
I don't really think so.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, let's try and do some in the back. Yeah, you. Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Oh no. Oh God. Most important is hard. I think one important message.
Peace.
Yeah, truly. Not just one word.
I mean, no, honestly, like, we need to get our shit together and figure out how to answer this question because I think one thing for me is that, like, one of the things I was exploring with this album was allowing myself to be, like, seen in more of my messiness and also in sometimes moments of hopelessness and despair and I think the idea that allowing yourself to be seen in those moments is actually quite a hopeful act because it means that like you believe on some level that like sharing those messy feelings will allow you to change them in some way and allow you to like keep moving forward. So yeah, there's something in this album about like accepting this really difficult time that we're in right now, and also accepting like your anger about it, meaning like not being afraid to share it. Yeah. I don't know how to say it in a more succinct.
That was
I
a
think
great
that's
answer,
good.
Katie.
I think it's
Okay.
complex.
Do we have time?
No?
We don't have time.
Say it, Megan.
Okay, one more.
You pick.
I don't want to do it.
You have to.
Naomi's looking with their eyes.
I'm like, you go for it.
Oh, brother.
A couple.
We have one I think that we all feel passionately about.
Well, we're really excited in general. The
Yeah.
show is like
Show goes hard.
nonstop nuts. Like it's really
Goes on
amazing.
forever.
Long set.
The unanimous answer for us recently, I think, has been the song Mary Jane. You guys remember? They were in the
Yeah.
room when we listened to it.
Oh, yeah.
That and I think On Call.
Yeah, On
and
Call.
I'm really excited for the fan element of It Gets So Hot. I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Good.
Fan, you mean
Like no, just like I want to see how it goes down in the room.
I was like, what?
Interactive.
I thought they meant like the prop of fan.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
on
No,
the-
like,
you guys are
which
too
is-
in the show.
I'm like, totally. That's exciting.
No, I'm excited. It's like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm trying not to spoil.
Yeah, everyone who's coming on Friday needs to literally be doing homework like all day.
Literally 9 p.m.
No, I'm
9 p.m. on
serious.
Thursday. Homework
I'm
starts.
serious.
Okay,
I'm serious. If I don't
Papers
hear
are due.
every goddamn word, I'm gonna lose it.
At least, well, you have a couple of the songs already, so that gives you a pretty good start. I would say focus
But
on.
you're about to
Horses.
have one more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard people doing it during the video,
some people
so
got it.
people are
Yeah,
understanding.
we can't even do that with you.
No. Oh yeah, we won't. Well,
We
we have
won't. Katie,
instruments,
I guess,
so that'll be
could.
hard. But Katie can.
Showing the music video now.
Okay,
Okay.
So now we're gonna premiere the video for Eastside Girls.
and we're gonna move. Right?
Are we gonna leave?
oh,
Are we just
thank
gonna
you, Justin,
sit here?
and thank you, Dante. Everybody, give it up one more time
Dante
for
and Justin.
and Dante Capone.